Okay. Let me share the stream. Okay, so we're here. After a brief pause, I'm moving forward with the Lumina development. So at the moment, we are at a phase which is going a bit slower, like thinking things through, thinking maybe I should just start writing the code instead of like brainstorming so much and being on the planning board. But I I want to understand what I want to achieve, because currently it's a really vague concept. I have like really wild ideas in my head, and I want to turn them into something um, uh, something tangible, let's say. So we were at the question answer UI, where we use the AI as a facilitator, and we ask it questions, it provides answers or tools that create the answers for us, because we know that AI can't provide accurate or representative answers. And the only way to provide accurate and representative answers is through these tools. And actually, people as well aren't good at this. Like an architect can give you an architecture diagram of the system, but as long as it's handwritten, uh, even created in a tool inside Miro, it's not representing the system as is, it's representing what the architect thinks of the system. But we'll proceed with the use case that people in my field care about, because I work with startups. I'm not working so much on legacy systems, and in startups I don't like most of the examples in Glamorous Toolkit are concerned with large legacy systems where you analyze lots of stuff, you fix really hard to trace bugs, and you are working with a lot of people. I believe the startup case is a bit different. Like we still have legacy code, but it's a lot simpler, and usually your focus is on churning out features to validate ideas. And what we want to speed up is the understanding of these systems, so we can add new features faster, especially in complex part of the system, especially in parts of the system that have a lot of technical debt, and where it's a bit difficult to understand the concepts behind the system. So we have several interfaces. I think a must would be to search existing tools so you can apply them to new problems. But we implement this once we have some suite of tools. The simplest approach is to have a code editor. So basically, you have a place to just type in a tool, and it should be in literate programming manner. So in literate programming, you write text first, and the code has like a special place. It's like code is like a comment, and like we have in notebooks and so on. Another approach was to have a direct AI interface where you chat with the AI and it helps you create a tool. The other is Visual Flow Builder, which I think it's too complex for us right now because we don't know what we want to build yet. And the last one is directly to tackle the question answer problem in software development. Because ultimately, when you develop software, you have questions, you have answers, and you want to answer these questions as soon as possible. So I'm thinking to tackle the question answering flow at first. And basically, maybe wiring an AI to create tools for me. So and this will start to make my environment moldable. So I will be able to say in it, I want to create a tool that actually, I think the question answer flow will also tackle this flow. And as I said, it would be AI first. So you run uh, you run the app in Wales, and you see a prompt. And this tool with project structure will hide it for now. It will be just the question answer interface. And the cool thing about this interface is that we are going to feed it data from our project. So maybe through Ripple Mix, we can just put everything there for now and let it answer stuff for us. The thing that worries me most is the pricing of these things, because I'm not doing this on any budget right now, and I want to see how can I add a cheap question answering flow here, and especially with Quad where things are pretty expensive. So I'll stop my screen sharing for now, and I want to see inside Quad code um, how I can inside Quad how I can add one usage, weekly limits. Actually, I know we have an OpenAI account at Camplight, so I will use that. I'll see how to log in our company account so I can configure the OpenAI chat. Okay, we have OpenAI. AI dev. Yeah, okay, we have it here. Yeah, so I'll have to put my OpenAI key first. And let's add a new project. I'll call it Lumina. Now create a new access key. And I'll create the secret key. I'll copy it and I will put it in a .env. Or yeah, I'll put it in a .env for now, but in the future someone should we should provide a way to no, it shouldn't be in front end, it should be in the root. Yeah, okay. We have the .env, it has the OpenAI key. And that's all. So I can share my screen again. Okay, so we have everything that we need to create a chat-based interface. So we have Lumina, we have API here, and for now we want something really simple. And I'll ask, actually, why not ask, open this here, the API reference, and I'll remove this one, and we should be inside the Lumina project, and we should start with, I want to enhance Lumina's interface to be chat first, to be AI first. The user should receive a simple text input and be able to ask questions about Lumina itself in this text input. Underneath, itself in this text input, and maybe let's leave it at that, and I'll share the RippleMix output we have. Let's see what it will generate. And for now, we've just prototyped. I want to see how it feels. and then I will ditch this prototype. Oh, it makes suggestions, of course. I haven't asked for it, but I'll receive it anyway. That's the issue with AI assistants. List files. It created some kind of tools. Okay. Finds files, collects, explains structure. And explain structure is hard coded. Pretty absurd. The good thing is that it continues to follow the clean architecture, the hexagon architecture approach, which is good. But yeah, it's hard coded, but let's go with this. Chat interface. We'll put it inside. Let's start with the backend. Backend chat service go. Backend directory chat, and we'll create a new service.go file. And we'll copy everything and put it here. Then we have the adapter, which is what should I just we didn't create app.go. Okay, let's see where's chat adapter. So chat interface is inside components, front-end source project 3, to create a new directory chat, and I'll create a new presentation, and I'll say it's called chat. Put this here. And I will create the chat adapter, which is in infrastructure. Chat service, send message. From where do we get the chat service? This.chat service. Okay. Okay, so I'll just create here infrastructure directory and name it chat service. Put the code here. And the chat service. Okay, great. So we have here we have the main, and we'll create chat interface, let's say. And I'm actually going to put this here and main, and this will come from the domain as well. And we will use main chat interface. That. And now what remains is to update main TS to respect the interface we have. Chat infrastructure. Like that. And the only thing that remains is backend chat. And I wire this to app-go. I think it's updated app-go. Oh, it created an artifact. Where is this artifact? Ah, okay. That's cool. It's taking care of everything. So now I run Wales dev. And it said file. I could not resolve chat interface. Okay, main. Yeah. Chat presentation chat. Oh, wow. Oh, it's great. What files are in this project? Return the files. Yeah, it's a good hard-coded response. What else did I ask here? List files. Process query. It actually doesn't use OpenAI at all. it just provides hard-coded answers. That's funny. Okay, let's remove the hard. I would actually I'll create a prototype branch, because if I commit this to main, then I think I won't resist the temptation to just use the code as is and not make it properly engineered. So let's say prototype chat. And I will kill this. Okay, let's remove the hard-coded answers. Instead, we should feed repomix output to ChatGPT API and let it answer questions based on that. Okay, let's see how this goes. So we go to the chat backend. Here's some stuff here. We modify app.go. Can do this as well. And I saw, okay, it rewarded it right away, but OpenAI key. Where I can do source.env. And I'm not sure if it supports hot reward, but module. Okay, now we have to fix the it's not send chat message anymore. It is get current project. It overwrote my get current project 3. Why do you do bad things? Send chat message, I think it's the same. Yeah. Well, this is what you get with AI. So we have cannot use tree, a string in argument, chat service. Where is that? Up.go. Oh no, we don't want to initialize chat. I think that's why it removed the tree. So yeah, the service gets an API key and a remix path. That's what we need to do here. Okay, now it should do the work. Defined OS, of course. .os. Okay, what tools do we have? Failed to communicate with backend. Oh, lovely. Let's see why it's just that. Failed to send open API key not configured. Ah, okay, it's Be happy if I saw this here. Okay. Um, so let's see. In app.go, we should load the environment variables from .env. And this is the app.go that I want to use. Okay, let's add go.env. Go.id. And let's update it. And rerun. What tools do I have? Come on. How does it read .env? Go.env vote. From where do you vote? In the same directory as your app go. Wow, it's in the same directory. Let me see the API key that I actually have. Open. I've mixed up the environment variable name, so that's why it didn't want to load it. Okay, so here it started. And what tools do I have? Okay, now it's thinking, or something. Oh, it answered. In your code base, you have a few key tools and packages. Development tools, Vit, Vitest, GoTools, Package Manager, testing utilities, built-in configuration, custom scripts. Okay, that's good. I want to create a new moldable tool to answer the question of to display my TS code as a what? As an abstract syntax tree. How should I approach that? Maybe I should turn on streaming as well. And creating a moldable tool to display TypeScript as an abstract syntax tree involves several steps and considerations. Here is a structure approach, use cases, research AST representation, explore libraries, set up a development environment, AST parser. We parse the code with TypeScript. We can visualize it. Create interactivity and controls. Test with sample code. And so on and so forth. So it doesn't understand that we are trying to create a moldable development environment. It just thinks we want to create a tool. But I think it's kind of promising. So now we have this chat interface, and I'll make this markdown better because I want to see it, to make it easy to read. And then what I want to do is actually be able to let it modify the code without me inspecting the code. So I want to say, okay, now that's pretty cool. So I'll say, okay, uh, you have the chat component, enhance it so it uh, shows the output in Markdown. So I'll send it the full chat component from the front end. And I'll just copy paste the output. And I'll put it, and it will do a hot reload. And instantly, I guess I should see the improved tool. So we're starting to be at the stage where Lumina changes. You're able to change Lumina inside Lumina. So I'm able to develop this editor right here. And if that succeeds, as a next step, yeah, of course, it's really ugly. To enhance your chat to render messages, you can use a library such as marked. The modified install markdown parser. npm install marked. Okay. Modify the chat interface component. So now I'm doing this in the editor, but I guess after I start receiving a better interface, I will be able to get out of the editor at all. So modify the chat interface component, import marked from marked. It's really difficult. And of course it threw out everything and I lost my context. Oh, that's fun. Okay, it's too early, so I'll instruct qual to do it. I want to display the chat output beautifully by respecting Markdown. So I'll need to do something more before I. So I'll have to make it beautiful. I'll have to make it remember the chat session across rewards. Because right now it reloaded and it just removed everything. So that was bad because I want this context to be preserved. Why it updates? Why? Okay. So now I'm just chat interface. Is it ready? Are you ready? Come on. So we want the latest version. I don't see marked here. But it has. I'm a bit confused. So we have all of this, And then we have handle send, format time, render. We have marked here, and I guess we injected somehow. No idea. I'll just copy paste this and see what happens. Yeah, it just forgot the import. Save HTML. Why is dark theme styling? Of course. Save HTML is undefined. Let's fix that. And here we are starting. If you are starting to get in the in a place where I'm basically vibe coding this, and it's starting to become more difficult to vibe code it. So you need to import and save HTML. Let me fix the import. You haven't fixed the import. Like, where's the import? Lit HTML directives. Where is the import? It thinks it puts the import, but it doesn't. Yeah. We have a long way to go. So lit built-in directives unsafe HTML. That's what we have to import. Okay, and then we have whales here, and I'll ask it. Let's say, how does the front end work? And let's see if this will have proper markdown. Yeah, it's still centered. So we'll have to header subtitle messages, message. After user message content. Where's the centering? Input button. Know how messages, suggestions, message content. Message content. Cool. Message content is centered. Fix that. Message content, text align left. Okay, let's do that. I have some Gobo styles apparently. Great. I love that. So create a chat. let's say beautiful chat. Okay, and now we have this, and the next stage is do another repo mix, but I just want to see if repo mix can ignore. Repo mix can ignore. Okay, it can ignore repo mix. Man, repo mix, help. npx repo mix, help. I already have it. npm repo mix. Oh, it installed npm I marked. It created package JSON at the root directory, of course. Why not? Not that. This one. I have to be careful where I install the. Okay, that still works. Status. That's marked to the proper package.json. And repo mix. So I have a bash script here in the run configurations that does npx repo mix. Okay, npx repo mix help. Yes, install repo mix. It should be installed, but okay. And then we should say actually .env is no, it's inside Lumina, so I can just say to it, I really want to make sure my .env is ignored, so include ignore I. Okay, now so repo mix I.env. Now done. Okay. Hopefully it has ignored my .env. If not, I'll just remove my thingy. And now I go back to Lumina and I can say enhance the chat. So its sessions are remembered across hot rewards. You can use, let's say, SQLite. I actually won't guide it so much. Let's see what it will do, how it will solve that problem. We have a chat repository, chat use case, local storage. Okay, I'm not sure this will persist across Whale's dev sessions. But let's see, let's just try it. We are exporting currently, we're doing a prototype, which I'm already thinking that maybe like I will redo this prototype and I'll have to test drive it and make it proper. And I'm not sure if I will waste too much time because I didn't test drive it initially. Oh, it's adding a test. That's nice. And actually, think that's pretty cool. I can. It's a test after. It's cool. It's interesting. Quite decided to write the tests right now. Like I'm, I feel good, but I feel a bit bad that I didn't begin this. Maybe it's okay. Okay, let's roll with it. So we have the chat domain model. In domain, we are in the front end source chat domain message TypeScript. We have a message and a chat session. Then we have chat repository. So it has decided to store everything on the front end, which is fine for now. And I'll import the chat session, and I'll have to instruct WebStorm at one point. Let's see here. Message. Cool. And we have chat use cases. Send message use case, add assistant message use case, vote or create session use case. Okay, sounds good. How did it name this? Chat use cases. Okay, we want to import, configure imports, TypeScript. Where do I? Relative import. Okay, I won't bother with this for now. Just import it and manually edit it. So we have chat repository. We have the chat session. And we have the message. And that's it. Okay, main is going to wire everything up. And chat domain model, local storage. Okay, let's start with the main chat use cases spec.ts. Okay. We don't use message apparently. And then we have presentation chat interface spec.ts. Okay. It's called just chat. So I'll call this just chat spec.ts. And in main, we have to have the local storage, chat repository, structure. Wacom storage chat repository. And I'll start doing everything with underscores. Actually, yeah, underscores. And now I have 3 different casing stamps, which is shameful. And now let's run the tests actually. Okay, chat spec yes failed to resolve import. Chat which imports failed to resolve? Chat interface. Yeah, because it's should be just chat. I cannot read properties if no. Import chat. No, to be truthy. Okay. I see. Red stuff. Or these are the failed cases. Yeah, these are the fails. Okay, that's not an issue. So these tests fail. Why? And I want to copy all the test results, actually from here. And hopefully it will fix them. Okay. It fixes the test file. Chat use cases spec yes. Why? I don't want to see the chat use cases, but okay. Forward. No, I don't want chat use cases, man. The front end stuff only. Chat. Okay, but they still fail. I think it Okay, let's see. No, still fail. Probably now I'll be tempted to actually understand what it's doing. A diagnostic version of the tests. Okay, let's diagnose stuff. The component method is called Vault3. Really? Where did it see Vault3? Nowhere. Okay, I think it's nope. I think the tests are making real requests to the backend, and that's why they don't render anything. No, why? I think it's that it got confused. Chat interface. It's not using. I think it got too much context. Okay, I'll start a new. Actually, before I start a new thing, I'll run it. See. That's what happened. Main TS. No, it's not chat interface, it's just chat. Oh, it's fun. Anyway, explain the project structure. Oh, now nothing works. Great. So in this case, what we do is we check out everything. Git restore staged and just remove. That's why people should work in small steps, and that's why you should have tests in place. For me, that's a good sign that I've went too far and I have to I have to take a step back and make things proper before I continue. Yeah, so now we have the chat, we have everything okay. We have markdown properly, probably. So we can wait for it. Yeah, we are in a good state. So what did we create here? I will leave this branch. I'll actually go to main now, where we have the simple project structure. And we have the test passed and stuff, so it's good. And I will go here to repo mix and add a flag npx pass arguments to command to script. I really want to make sure pass not an x. Yeah, pass dark, so we ignore .env. Okay. So I'll create the repo mix. Oh, it includes repo mix in repo mix. Oh, that's okay. Now it's less because it's jumped to like 30,000 tokens. Okay, so now we have repo mix, and I want to create an OpenAI chat interface. Let's start with the UI first. On the left, I want the chat. On the right, the chat. On the right, I want to keep with the UI, with the chat UI first. Right. So we want to start with the use case. Implement the use case first. It should be able to send a chat message, receive an answer, return a model to represent the chat state to the user. Do it in a test-driven development manner where write the failing tests first, prompt me to run them. I share the failures. Test first, it's not test driven, it's test first. And then I prompt you to write the implementation. Okay, it starts with the backend. I want to start with the front end first, but it starts with the backend anyway. Okay, let's test it. Inside backend, it's inside backend chat. Domain. It's not TypeScript, it's Golang. Chat test go. We have it, and we should run, actually we should run backend tests as well. And no non-test go files. And this is how the test failed. Okay, it will create everything. Okay, chat service port go. Why TypeScript? Golang chat service port.go. Start with that. I'll stop the hot reload for now. So package domain. We have the chat service. We have message.go. We have the chat itself, which is inside the domain still. And we run the tests. And everything passes. Let's verify the tests. Like, actually, how are we going to verify them? We are going to change some stuff. Let's see. We have success, a successful message. Well, what if we return new here? Will the test fail? Okay, I'll remove the return. Missing return, of course, it wants it. See get state. It's chat. Let's see on error. I won't send an error. This should fail, right? Error important. Yeah, of course. It's Golang, so okay. Rerun the tests, please. Okay, failed. It says invalid memory address and an error is expected but got new. Great. Now everything passes. What other tests do we have now? This chat message succeeds. We send the message. We expect that we don't have an error. We have a result. We have two messages in the result. And we have, hello, how can I help you? Interesting. Okay. How did it? We respond with how can I help you? Okay, good. So we have the response. So let's see what will happen if I don't append messages. Will test fail? Yeah, it failed. Declare but not used user message. Okay. Of course, the Golang hot revolt isn't so good. Okay, here we have an issue. Good. We can test get state. What if get state just returns empty array of messages always? See messages, it's like that. Yeah, it failed again. The send message success fails. Interesting, it doesn't want to run the other test if one does fail. Empty message. Message cannot be empty. Okay. Let's see message, empty message. Message cannot be empty. Okay, we have this. We tested that already. Multiple turns. Message 1, response 1, message 2, response 2. Empty chat. Okay. And with messages that we already have. Okay, it seems the tests are good enough. And I'll do a commit. Commit and implements the basic chat service. Good. Now let's implement the adapter that makes actual open AI requests. It should use .env to retrieve the API key. No. No need for infrastructure level tests. These will be, I mean, we don't own this. We expect this to work. The infrastructure is just some wiring code. Why do you do it by hand? Please use a library to hold the env variables. Okay. Okay, we have OpenAI service in infrastructure. OpenAI service. now we should expose it. And we don't want to put the responsibility of holding the environment variable in the chat. So I'll just vote the env variable with Godot and float. And then the API key would be true. Let's get env. And then we'll create everything here. Okay, and Wales build up.go undefined OS. Okay, we'll define it. And now soon it should be built properly. Okay, it's good. So now we say wires OpenAI as chat backend. That's good. Okay, now let's move to the front end. Implement an acceptance test first that verifies that from the UI. Properly implements the main use cases. User sends a chat message and receives an answer. When an answer isn't provided or there's an error, the user sees that error. I think these are the main use cases. And then we'll have an adapter that verifies this. Provide only the test first, and I'll run it and prompt you for next steps. So I really want to keep the AI in a post loop. And as you can see, we are now kind of following the same steps. And I think it takes maybe just a bit more time to reach the final interface. But if I started test first, at first, I wouldn't have wasted that time to make the code better, because now basically the AI reached its limits of understanding. So we have the test here, front-end source chat. So now we can start adding stuff. Front-end source chat presentation, and I'll name it just chat TS. Sorry, chat spec. And the tests verify key scenario, empty message, multiple exchanges. Okay, it added more stuff. I'm okay with that. Domain types, we'll create them. So let's just verify. We have the acceptance tests should send the message and display the response. So we have the chat interface response. So we mock that because it's the backend. Hello, hello AI, how can I help you? We render the interface, we type a message, we send it, we expect it to be, yeah, we send it, then we should see both messages. Okay, error when the service fails. We have an error when the user tries to send a message, we send it, then we see an error. Great. When there's an empty message, I send an empty message and I shouldn't see anything. Multiple message exchanges. So I send a message, send another, and I see everything. Loading state while waiting for response. Okay. We have a test message, we send it, we see a loading indicator because this will execute during the next tick, and then we have the response. Okay, I like the tests. I think they're good enough. So let's add the necessary stuff. So in the main we have chat service, and we have chat state, and we have them here, and then we have and we like the chat interface, of course. UI tests, and I'll just paste the failure, so it will just implement it, I guess. Okay, so let's create the chat interface file here, and I'll just call it chat. Why? V is declared, but its value is never used. Okay. Message. Tests failed. I think I should restart them. Huh. Oh, of course. Great. And let's see if now it will end up in the same repetitive cycle as it did before. Because basically here's where no, actually it's not here. But yeah. Chat interface TS, okay. Let's go. Chat interface. And then the spec. That's the latest one. Okay. Good. And that's the last. Okay, and see, thanks to the tests, it seems that it managed to find a bug. Chat interface, yes, we go. Copy and paste it. And everything passes. And messages underscore. Good, and of course I want to be sure. Let's see, what tests do we have here? Should send a message and display a response. Okay, let's see, what if we remove the send message button? Will a test fail? Yes, everything fails. What if we remove handle key press? That's strange. What if we remove this? So we have some parts of the code that aren't properly covered by tests, like handle key press. So we don't have a test that verifies that we tap enter. If we disable the button, of course, and we have a test that verifies that the button is disabled. Here, the test for the error should fail. Now the welding test should fail. Great. We don't display responses. Now we don't display responses still. Or this one isn't verified as well. So this one and the enter press is bad. Scroll to bottom. Where do we scroll to bottom? Now this is interesting. Like, yeah, we handle send message if we don't have a message. We had a type error, but this didn't fail, so no test here. No test here. Is disabled? No, it doesn't test it. This test here. complete. Scroll to bottom. No, of course this error, but if we don't display an error, we handle this. If we don't set wording to false, we handle this. If there's no chat service, we don't have a test for that as well. And for initial state, we don't have a test for that as well. No test for that. No test for that. So we see that there are some cases where we lack tests. So I'll just do it like this, and I will commit, however, this code. So if I did test-driven development, this wouldn't be the case, but I instructed the chat to do a test first. So all the tests look great. However, there are a few cases where tests don't fail as expected. I've marked them as no test here in the code. Please provide tests for that. And I just send it the file. Usually it would be really good to do this through mutation testing, so it's automated, but I still haven't had the time to integrate such a tool in the code base. So mutation testing basically does these things automatically for you. Okay, so we have enter key, shift plus enter, no service error. Let's see. Now we should have about 10 tests, and of course we should use the proper chat interface, and everything passes. That's good, but of course I don't trust it. I'll do the mutation testing by hand again. So what if there's no chat service provided? Okay, great. What if we don't vote it? Okay. Shoot when messages exist. Okay, I didn't expect these tests to fail, but still. What if we don't have a message? It's type error, so this will catch it. Date complete and scroll to bottom. We don't have for that. We have a test here. Should display an error. We have a test. We have a test for that. Handle key press. Oh. The key press test doesn't do anything. What if we... Okay, we have something meaningful here. This holding state is there. The error state is there. Handle key press, yeah. This still doesn't work, so I will... The handle key press test still doesn't detect issues. Okay. Oh, we're in one conversation. That means I should compact everything, which is good. Um, I will probably start a new chat soon anyway. So test pass. Okay, that's good. I still don't have a test for this one, but anyway, if I put the key to our power, it fails. If I remove the shift key, okay, we're good enough. Okay, now just implement the chat. Now just wire the chat to the backend. Right. That's strange. Okay, anyway, we will be done soon. So we have to put, where else? Chat service TS in infrastructure. And then in main, it's not exactly what it suggests, but I'll fix that. So I actually want both the lister and the chat service. So I will, chat service is using chat service. We create it to add it to the body. And well, let's see what will happen. We don't see a thing, but I will just do another repo mix and start a new session. And I'll remove the chat interface and so on. So let's start. Let's create another repo mix. Did it? Good. And so some strange behavior here, but anyway, we have the repo mix where the chat to the UI. I want to see the chat on the left and the directory structure on the right. And I actually imagine that we'll have the chat on the left, and on the right we'll have the custom tools. But let's see. Wales dev. Okay, it's way uglier, but let's see. Explain the project to me. Yeah, it's this is Lumina moldable development environment. What principles should I follow as I develop it? Okay, it's ugly, but it's good enough. I think I enjoy it. What I will do now, first is I'm going to chat.ts itself and make the message content text align left. Oh, it actually didn't. Displays the chat on the left. And now I said, okay, let's add markdown support to the chat via marked. npm I marked. I'll actually go to the front end. I'll hide this for a moment. And I'll actually run the tests, the UI tests, because I will change the UI and I want to make sure that nothing has been broken by the chat. Okay, now I have, it broke my, I have two failing tests and I have, so I'll first fix them. Failing tests. Actually, they're failing not because of the right reason. And this means that the tests are brittle. So let's see how it has decided to fix them. Because if it continues to do exact matches, that's bad. We don't want brittle tests. So input good value to contain to be. Okay, trim. Okay, now that looks better. Probably I'll use regex if these tests start failing again. And I want to put the message to be text wine left. Good. And now we have proper markdown. And now I'm going to commit this. And what else? I don't like this. So start a new chat. And I will remix again. And I will the chat the project tree doesn't look good on a white theme. Make it consistent with the chat. Let's see if it will figure this out. So the tests pass, and this is looking better. Still ugly, but it's better. Okay, now let's make the whole UI more beautiful and modern. Let's see what it will create. Because at the end of the day, we want to, at least I want to have a delightful experience. And now we wait. Probably I'll have to refactor this soon because it's getting hard to manage, but yeah, okay, we have modern chat interface. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that looks shiny. Of course, it has ignored, but probably that's not in the latest repo mix. messages, message, it's the y left. Yeah, that's better. And the project tree, it's really good because I don't have design skills. But I kind of know what I want to see. Oh, that's it. I thought it will make them consistent. But it also had a failed test. And that test is still brittle. So text content to be, can I do too much? And I'll do it like that. And dear icon to be, oh, it shows them expanded. So I will actually check out this. I don't like project 3. Yeah, no, it's good, I think. I think that's better. Like, still not consistent, but we'll get to that. Enhances UI. And now we have the chat, and what's missing from the chat is that it doesn't take into account the repo mix. So I'll add when you point here, actually, let's think. So what's the next step? So we want to make this Lumina moldable within itself. So we have the chat, and somehow it has to understand the repository first. But it's already been 2 hours, so I'll take a bit of a rest and we'll get back to that.